And good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more No Man's Sky. The universe expands outwards for us, and we've gained much in the way of a start. But there's oh so much more to see. We came here to find an encoded signal on this toxic planet. Though you'll see a massive ship, pretty wrecked. And let's see what we can learn from it. The wings of the anomaly. The log is damaged, only partial records available. The signals led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log blinking, awaiting input. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Alright. But this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed it here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Alright, so we have the chromatic metal, we just need microprocessors. So, we'll start setting this up to be built. Microprocessors. They must be purchased. Huh. Well, now something unique about something a little unique about Come on. There we go. Now we can study it. Okay. Now when you come across a crashed freighter, there's actually a bit of an opportunity that you have with it. One thing that you are always going to find are these cargo pods. Microprocessors can be purchased from a space station. Or if you get lucky, maybe one of these cargo pods may have one. Here we have a damaged panel that we can mine. Now, so here's one such cargo pod. There's viscous fluids and living slime blocking it. Which again are keys to creating which are the keys to creating, as we've seen, more nanites. So that can come in handy. Let's see. And there's another cargo pod. Looks like we can access it from here. Again, even more living slime and goop blocking it. And they're each dropping antimatters. By the way, being near them once they've opened they start spewing a lot of radiation. Like ridiculous levels of radiation. And of course, damaged panels. But yeah, so it's one of those things to note. Alright. So it's risk versus reward. In this case, antimatter housing. Which isn't bad. Any other cargo pods worth looking for? Normally when you're near one, it'll let you track how many there are. I was gonna say, there's usually not too many. There's lots of one kind of creature, but there's another type underneath we need to find. Ah, they're there. There we go. Alright. Oh, that was all the species on this planet. Sweet. Well, that was easy. Looks like just lots of flyers at the moment. Okay. Well, we'll go grab this last cargo pod and then we can be on our merry way. Suppose we'll have to head back to the space station. But yeah. So yeah, another planet down. We got all the fauna. Nice easy. Nice and easy for another 1,000 nanites. Alright. Sweet. Discovered all species on 2 planets. Nice enough. And now see, this cargo pod will require us using the terrain manipulator a bit. And yet more. Living slime, more stuff, basically more potential nanites. And we got a bunch of units. Can definitely live with that. A nice payoff. And that should be about it. So, suppose then we need to just buy some microprocessors. Easiest place to do that is the space station. But another thing you can do before we leave this planet, actually, your scanner works differently depending on if you're on foot versus in your ship. Like here, we can see that there's an unknown building, and it's just a basic one. Yeah, no trade point or anything. Okay. But it can help scan the area if you're looking for buildings, because your spaceship has a much greater range. So, yeah, if you're looking for bases or even just trade outposts, it might be worth it just to fly for a bit. Though some planets are fairly sparse. Like this one here is just a beacon. So, just to show it off. Damaged container. More junk metal, always welcome. And dihydrogen jelly. Ion batteries. Projectile ammunition. Alright. Looks like there might be a base to our northeast. And looks like there's something to the west as well. Minor settlement. Yeah, it looked relatively close by. So we could take the ship or we could go walk it. I don't see why there wouldn't be any reason not to walk it. Again, we get so much money for scanning plants and animals. We may have gotten all the animals, but the plants we sure haven't. And I mean, that's another 20,000 a pop, not to mention minerals. Yeah. So taking a little time to earn some extra money will be good in the long run. Ancient data structure. Yep. And again, even in this mode, you can see in the left-hand side to the lower part, it gives you an idea of how much time you truly have during the toxic environment, so we have plenty of time. Sentient plant, ancient data structure, more copper if we need it. Well, we really aren't without We're not out anything by getting this copper. And another journey milestone. Yep, walked 15,000 steps. As you may have noticed, I tend to take this game relatively slow. There's a lot of ways to rush to high-end tech and a lot of ways to be very flashy, but there's no need to be. This doesn't feel like the kind of game that benefits me to rush towards something. Build it up over time. Let the journey be your own. Which means exactly that, which is you don't have to do how I play. You don't have to do what I would do. Sentient plants. Huh. Well, navigation data we can claim from these. Alright, and what do sentient plants do to us? Oh. Uh-oh. It upsets sentinels for one thing. And we got a Gravitino ball. Okay. Sentinels are the universal defenses and the law of the land, so to speak. Effectively, they're what the punishment if you do certain actions. Sentient plants gave us Gravitino balls, things the sentinels don't want us to have. Which is an interesting concept in this game, and also a good question of, ow, whip plant, screw you. It's a good question of, well, they don't want us to have it, but why? And the simple truth is, we don't know. As far as I'm aware, I don't know why the Sentinels have such problems with us. Okay. And as we don't really have any weapons to defend ourselves currently, our best method is to just leave it be. And more ancient data structures, so those are free. Those don't trigger... Yeah. Those don't trigger the Sentinels, so we're fine with that. And here is a minor settlement of some kind. Ow! Screw you, whip plant. Screw you. Damaged machinery. Hopefully more nanites. Yep. Sweet. And we found something here. Yeah, it looks like a small base. Excellent. Yeah, just a little outpost. Out here in the middle of nowhere. Well, with any luck, they'll have something worth trading. Either way, it'll be a good place to rest and do some... It'll be an excellent place to rest and get our materials back while we rest and recharge, while we process some of the materials we picked up. So, as you can see, helps us relax. Okay, so first thing we want to do is put our portable refiner back out. Alright, so we need more carbon to fuel it. But I think we'll start viscous fluid. Alright. So we need more carbon. Well, that's condensed carbon, so that'll help. Let's see.
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, but we managed to just recharge recently, so we should be alright. O2. Yeah. Hydrogen. Alright. Fighting beam.
Technology recharge.
Alright. O2. Alright. Some carbon plus. Yeah, that gets us carbon and oxygen, so that's worth it. And little bits of carbon plus carbon condensed. Alright. Little bits here and there. And back to that. Minor settlement, yeah. Yep, lots of little carbons. There, that should get us plenty. Life support. Yeah, you can use up the oxygen
Recharge.
to get some of it. Alright. And we'll start fueling this again. Alright.
Technology
There we go.
recharge.
So finish up that. And let's go take a look inside.
Toxic protection stabilizing.
This leads to the dock. Stock transfer just gets you some free cash. And nanites. And now for the two people who live here. One is a trader. Technology merchant, Epovon. Alright, so we can purchase components, which are parts that go into technology, or just blueprints. So, now one of the reasons I was so hung up on making sure we had plenty of nanites is for this. These are all your basic techs that help you along the way. Teleporter receiver. Modulates the standard starship communications, enable the transport of matter as well as data. Starships fitted with such a device can send and receive products and substances to a user's exosuits over a long distance. Note that there is a long distance, it is not infinite.
Item received.
Advanced mining laser. Replaces standard mining beam optics with high-grade living glass, allowing the beam to be effective against large and/or rare resource deposits. The lens adapts automatically to minute fluctuations in the beam waveform, minimizing the scatter and increasing device mining potential. Absolutely want that. A neural stimulator to increase your jetpack ability and your ability to move.
Item received.
A waveform recycler reduces recharge time on your scanner and increases the scanner's radius.
Item received.
Increases the hazard protection system just overall.
Item received.
And then bolt caster upgrade, which is your basic gun.
Item received.
And a toxic shield unit, which obviously for a planet like this
Item
would
received.
be fantastic. Alright. So we just learned a lot of techs. A lot of them are just custom pieces to make life a little easier. So, like if we wanted to focus on one, I think the first one... We'll start with the multi-tool. What? The advanced mining laser. That obviously would be the first thing. We need carbon nanotubes, a hermetic seal, and 2 wiring looms. Now remember I mentioned the components and looked over them. Components are what you're looking for. Oh wow. Okay, so he sells 2 wiring looms. It's 156,000 units and we had practically 2 million.
Product received.
And then we needed a hermetic seal.
Product received.
And code navigation, when properly decrypted, reveals the locations of a drop pod with an inventory upgrade. Awesome. And, oh, this is new. You can just purchase salvage data from these guys. That's awesome. These 2 are new items for me. You know what? I'm gonna buy one.
Product received.
And, but yeah. So, we'll use that in a moment. More importantly, though, all we need to do is make some carbon nanotubes. And that should be it. So now we should be able to use an advanced mining laser. Let's see. Scanner. There we go. So that should help with the advanced mining laser. Okay. So now we should be able to harvest and toggle torch from your... Yep. Oh. There's also the new weapons, but it's an A class with high damage potential. And it's at 4 million, and we're at a little under 2 after our little spending spree. No surprise. Still, an A-class weapon is always welcome. So, let's see. Convert data to a marker. So before we do that... Okay, that became living slime. Let's see. Probably want to get the junk processed real quick. Alright, so we'll plot this course. It'll typically be on the planet you use it on, so don't worry too much about that. Alright, drop pod detected. Where do we need to go? Alright, how far away is it? An hour away. Okay, so we're definitely taking the ship. So at least that's confirmed. Okay. So that got us some more space by processing that. Anything else? As I say, how long will it take to do the copper? 3:40, 2 minutes. Okay. I can spare 2 minutes because I'll show this off.
Protection.
One thing you can do if you have a spare navigation data is call your ship for free. And yeah. So no matter where it is, it can be called to you and make your life a little more convenient. Let's see. In addition, yep, might as well use up the Groff berries. Okay. Carbon, I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Dihydrogen jelly. Which can be used to make life support gels. Or dihydrogen itself plus metal plating is just the Starship launch fuel. So yeah, let's do that. 3 metal. Okay. So, Starship launch fuel. And we'll just throw that onto the Starship, so we always have it. Let's see. Alright, almost there. And yeah, drop pods are basically just give you a free suit upgrade. It's just a question of how you want to use it. Alright, and that chromatic metal, which is useful. And we only have 3% of the carbon left anyway, so we're good. So let's head to that drop pod. Every little bit helps, ladies and gentlemen. Every little bit helps. Alright. Note that it's so much faster, but still be 2 minutes flying regular. So what if we head to space? Note that you become much faster once you're outside the atmosphere. It's 2 minutes there, or a couple of seconds. Yeah, the speed at which you fall, you can fly up, back, and out, is absolutely staggering. How is everyone doing tonight? It's been a long week, I'll put it that way. Leading up to Father's Day and bleh. I'm the sort of person, I'm not especially close with family. I guess that's the kind way of putting it. Yeah, I guess that's the kindest way to put it. I just don't really get along with a lot of people. So, exosuit upgrade. Requires an antimatter housing. I need carbon nanotubes, and what else? Was this sodium nitrate? Okay, so I imagine we can process. So I need the nanotubes. Okay, I'm willing to bet the port. If I remember right, it's just. Nope, out of carbon. Okay. Okay, save. Na, hydrogen, hydrogen, O2, carbon. There we go. Carbon crystals, that's what you want to see. No big one to show off our new mining ability, because now we can pop even the biggest carbon crystal. Though it's always been kind of funny that they look like they grew out of the ground. Alright. Carbon crystals definitely come in handy. Alright. Health at maximum. Yep, more junk. Gek relic. Yeah, if we want to really impress and be friends with a Gek, that is an option. Alright. So then, next thing I need. Oh, sodium nitrate. Wow. It was right there. Well, can't really argue against that kind of thing. Okay, we'll see if that's enough. Cool, all fixed. So we can get another regular slot, or a slot from tech. Yeah, we don't have enough text to really justify it yet. So, a free upgrade. Alright. Pop that back in my pocket. Alright. So, let's head back to the space station finally. Alright, launch thrusters are empty. Thankfully I made some more. And off we go. I'll head to the space station like we were bid. Alright. Space station terminal. Yeah. And off we go. So how's everyone been doing? Work's been long and hard, but ultimately, it's just what it is. And here's hoping things get easier and I get to spend more time with you all, just streaming and enjoying my life. 'Cause I don't really have too many outlets left from... I used to be more active of a writer, but, well, I don't know, just... I guess the best way to explain it is, to think about it is, I enjoy writing. I absolutely love to do so, especially to tell stories. But I guess the best way to say it is, in summer, my inspiration tends to dry up. I am not a summer person, long and short of it. I am not a summer person in the slightest. If I could possibly skip straight to fall, I would. But such is, unfortunately, not the way of things. So, microprocessors.
Product received.
Alright. Yep. Alright. So the hyperdrive is fixed. It's now empty. Need a warp cell or a warp hypercore? Alright, so that's done. Oof. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Empty, yep. Perhaps I really thought stars, but warp cells, I'm not going anywhere. I need to fight tune to look for antimatter. We actually already have some. That's the funny bit. We got some off that wrecked freighter we exited. But we have to go through the story bits bit by bit. Alright. They say we found a trace of antimatter. Where? Alright, on the other side of this planet over here. This was the... Okay, back on the fungal planet we were on before. Let's see, what else has been going on? Not too much. Just kind of trying to survive the summer. But this latter half of the year is stacked with games that I've been looking forward to. So, that's something to look forward to. In addition to games I want to redo to upload to the channel, one such game is Riftbreaker. Let's see. I'm trying to think what other games been looking particularly wanting to try. Yeah, looks like there's something else kind of ruiny here. That's kind of cool to see the spaceships just, freighters just coming over the hill like that. That's really cool, honestly. Alright, looks like there was some ruin. Okay, so they want us over there. But I want to go see this ruin over here. Yep, this monolith. Alright. So, lots of free words to know, firstly. Okay, Korvac's word for the. And beginner learned 5 words. Korvac's 2. And convergence. Ect Bogon Ect Yase Are Zanam Aludo. I feel faint, as if my mind is being invaded. Pustules on my skin grow, bubble, and pop. I feel countless tiny stabbing pinpricks scrabbling from each gaping hole. Suddenly metal spiders, perhaps tiny sentinels, run up my shoulder and into my visor. Can this be real? This cannot be real. I start to scream. Do we fire our weapon? Do we remove our helmet? Or do we wait? Well, the first two seem panicking, so we'll wait. Hallucination phased. I pass some sort of a reward materializes. And we learn the Atlas word. That's an entirely different language. Alright. So now we can go looking for that antimatter. But I wanted to make sure we got that, because more languages, more words. But yeah, we got some of the Atlas language. The Atlas language is this language, literally, of the god computer that kind of runs things. Life form. Yeah, that's... Note that you only get the language of the Atlas from monoliths. You won't find it. You'll only find the 3 main languages on any of the knowledge stones just dotted around the world. I don't know. Just kind of enjoying relaxing. How far are we from our base? Yeah, our base is off planet. So no matter how long you run, you'll never reach it. Okay. Now, this is the place they wanted us to come for the trace of antimatter. However, whispering eggs. They're creatures known as abominations. If you get too close to those whispering eggs, if you shoot those whispering eggs, they activate, and they will hunt you down, and they will chase you. It is not worth it. So, any of these broken bases you approach, just be aware. The outside is just as dangerous as it looks. And an abandoned terminal covered in even more residual group. Terminal online, selecting key, decrypting, success. The terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. Yep. Take the blueprint. You'll find us when the time is right. 7/16s. Alright, so we learned antimatter, which is useful. Turn online. Korvac's word for ew. Okay, craft antimatter, assemble antimatter housing. I thought we got one. Well, we can make it, so we just need oxygen now. Which is the easy stuff to find. So, let's see. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oxygen is hardly ever the big worry. JPs. We've learned 10 words now. Always love to see it.
Toxic protection. 40.
Alright. So Jade Peas, what do they restore? Life support. Well, might as well. You got quite a few of them. Cool. Might as well. Oh, you can tell you haven't used a word tome because it'll be lit up when you. Yep. Don't know what that was about, but yeah. Korvac's word for you. Alright. So now we'll know if they say you are an idiot. Or at least we'll know you are something. You blank. Alright. Might as well go around looking for audience. And looks like there's something more. Yep. Only 23. Okay. Damaged machinery, more viscous fluid. And that gets us some nanites. By the way, for those curious, to repower you can use the silicate powder you get from mining random spots. So that is usually the easiest way to essentially, your terrain manipulator should never run out. That's the long and short of it, as I'm trying to get to. Is if you're starting to get low, just hit a random spot dig up a random spot. Alright, so we now have enough to make the housing. Alright. We'll get rid of the ammunition. Because then, with the two of them together, we can make a warp cell. Yep, and that'll allow us to jump. So, let's get back to the ship. But yeah, fairly simple kind of thing. We fuel the hyperdrive, and then off we go, folks. We'll be able to jump to another star system. Continue our explorations and see if we can't get some more answers. Whew. Man, is it hot today. I may cut this down to just an hour tonight. I worked all day and I was pretty busy, and frankly, yeah, it's pretty hot and I don't want to turn the fan on until... Oh, and if you're ever in short need of oxygen, these plants here, any aggressive plant, so basically any plant that can damage you, will basically be a free source of oxygen. So just be aware of that. So if you see a caution sign, and realize that it's also a potential source of oxygen. Alright. Yeah. Bear in mind when the rock has two materials, you get trace amounts of the secondary one. It's not a stable amount. So if you just need some extra, yeah, sure. But rely on the first material primarily for what you're going to get out of that rock. Alright. So now we can fuel up the hyperdrive. Gives us enough for 1/4, 25%. Alright. So now they want us to head back into space. Yep. Galaxy map. Alright. Excuse me. Okay, so we're currently in this system. But closest by we can go, 99 light years away, is the Mobile Is. Alright. Why not? And off we go. Hyperdrive engaged. And the distances fly by. Let's see, where do we end up? 4 planets, a Corvax, fuel generation, failing, economy, and a relatively gentle system. Error, guidance systems malfunction, search. Obtain, destination. That's 6 16s. Accept new guidance. Sure. Guidance accepted, plotting route. So now, a new fuel source. Now let's take a look at some of the planets that are here, though. A poisonous planet, so more fungus. Tritium-rich rock. Alright. There we go. That looks kind of frozen to me at first glance. No, a terraforming catastrophe. So if you need, if you need rusted metal or a lot of ferrite dust, or copper, magnetized ferrite, these are definitely nice planets, but they do come with the drawback that they are always covered in slumbering eggs. Toxic planet, so in high signal activity. Alright. Looks like there's another planet back behind this one. Let's see. And yet another toxic planet. Okay. So this system doesn't really have much. It was at least worth a check. But yeah, terraforming catastrophe basically means this area is totally unnecessary and not really going to help you much. Unless you need those 3 materials in abundance, yeah, it's not great. Excuse me. We'll see what the fuel source here is. Looks like there's something down here. Alright. So we'll just land. Oof. Warning, low atmosphere detected. So you're going to go through life support much faster. Even faster than if you run. Which is kind of the down. Yep. Alright. Alright. New rocks, new rocks. Yeah. Whispering eggs. They're all over the damn place, so be careful. Also, your jetpack works funny because you're in low gravity. Yeah, it's just around here. Sorry. I can almost hear someone going, "It's hitting me! It's hitting me!" Like, what is? Alright, fuel source, fully triangulated. So it's this big thing. And up the chairs, up the stairs, well, not the chairs. Yeah, I really am getting tired. The structure's unlike I've encountered during so far. Everything about it's obvious alien, so I'm in place. Is it traveler, is it friend? Well, we are a traveler. Don't know who's asking if we're a friend. Before my sense that something is awoken, someone's watching me, forms another question. Is it the first or is it the last? Well, I don't... We had one before us, so it's clear we weren't the first. So maybe we're the last. Alright. Both. We've seen the Crimson Eye, and the Crimson Eye has seen us. Likelihood of anomaly exceeds breach. Safety parameters breach detected. Alert, alert. The boundaries fall, the walls collapse, your universe awaits. Find us, traveler. And another warp. Korvax language. Why would you want to learn it? You'd be surprised how often learning binary could come in handy. Alright. And yeah, I'm hitting my limit. It's too hot in here to not have the fan on. So, let's see. Head back to the ship, save, and I think we'll call it there for now. Alright, come on. Oxygen rich. Sorry folks, yeah, I'm spacing out already. Yeah, the heat just gets to me, makes me sleepy and hard to focus on anything. Alright, and saved. So, thank you all for joining me. I know this has been a bit short, but honestly, I need to pass out. So, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you next time on this, or maybe something else. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.